Sorry for the bad angle because I'm holding the phone. Legendary Pantera drummer and Hell Yeah drummer and legendary musician, has partied all over the world, has performed with the greatest of greats, has died at 54 years of age. That sucks when legendary artists like Dimebag Darrell and now his brother Vinnie Paul has died at to be completely honest, guys, I have not followed Vinnie Paul's career ever since Damage Plan. So I don't know if he was into really heavy drinking still, or really partying his ass off, or he was just very depressed with the fact that his brother was no longer around. It just says Pantera have released the below statement that Vinnie Paul had died. It just says Vinnie Paul, legendary drummer for Pantera, has died. Billboard report he was 54 years old. No further details have been made available. That's crazy. In addition to Pantera, Paul was also a founding member of Damage Plan and the band Hell Yeah. Wow. That's just very sad, man, because Vinnie Paul was one of those guys that was kicking ass in the early 90s, and he was one of those early metal drummers that was always arguably known as one of the best damn drummers there ever was. It was a situation where he was depressed because his brother died, and he never got over it. I really don't know, but that is very sad news. Pantera's drummer Vinnie Paul has died. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. So I'll say this, guys. Just because you're a famous person doesn't mean you're not depressed, does not mean you're not going through the same struggles that me or you are going through. So we don't really know any details of what happened as of yet. I'll try to keep you guys updated here on Rock and Metal News, but that's just a crazy thing to open up an app and you see one of the most legendary drummers in the metal community has passed away at 54 years of age. He was one of those guys that was like an icon. He was like a legendary drummer. He's still arguably known as one of the baddest drummers that's ever played thrash and heavy metal music. And he was kicking ass in the band Hell Yeah. And Hell Yeah's been one of the rising American metal bands as of like the last 5 or 6 years. So just hearing this is crazy. It didn't hit me as hard as it did when I heard Dimebag Darrell die, because I think when Dimebag Darrell died, he touched more people because he was just that much of a character, that much of a person. And Vinnie Paul, he just doesn't come off as lovable as his brother Dimebag. But I'm not saying it's he's not a badass dude. I'm saying it's just a sad situation that Vinnie Paul died. But like I said, I think most of the metal community will be more touched, like people like me will be more touched with Dimebag Darrell's death than they ever will be with Vinnie Paul, because like I said, most people I know haven't followed the band Hell Yeah or followed Vinnie Paul's career for the last like 20 years. So that's why it's still a shocker, it's still crazy, but most people that I know haven't followed his career in so long. It's just not as touching as when Dimebag died. But I'll say this, rest in peace. You're up there now with your brother, man. You're up there with Jimi Hendrix. You're up there with Elvis. You're up there with Tupac. You're up there with all the legends. So he's partying up there in the heavens now. So I'll see you guys in the next one, guys.